Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ike Chikwendo or Sharp Sound. I want to quickly give you some encouragement this morning. If you want to achieve your dreams, notice what I said, achieve your dreams, not have a dream. There's a difference between having a dream and achieving them. Of course, it's obvious. Everyone have dreams. I mean, each of us have dreams. It doesn't take anything to have a dream. But not all of our dreams are what are achieved. It's obvious. You can attest to that. But if you want to achieve those dreams, the best and easiest way to do it is to keep your mind on it. When you keep your mind on your dreams, your body will take you to that dream. Let me say that again. When you keep your mind on your dreams, always, in the morning, afternoon, evening, and all the times in between, your mind is always on your dreams. Your body is going to take you to that dream. It doesn't have a choice. There is this mind and body connection. Your mind creates things, develops ideas, and your body executes them. That is just how it is. There are no two ways about it. One of the problems that we have as people is that we don't focus on the things that we want. We don't pay attention to the dreams that we have. And that is the reason why some of those dreams, you have a New Year resolution, or you have a dream, or you have a goal, and none of those things come to pass. One of the big reasons is that you're not paying so much attention to it. You see, the mind is so powerful that if you give it attention, if you place your attention on what you want to do, your body doesn't have a choice than to start doing it. You just notice yourself gradually beginning to, develop some intense energy towards that thing. You start acting like it. You start making research, doing certain things. Before you know it, you start seeing people who have the same dream. Before you know it, you start doing things, investing your time, money, resources into that thing. And it is done. Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to go somewhere, you have a destination in mind, and you set out to go there. But you keep stopping, ranching, meeting people, laughing with people, having fun on the road. Do you think you'll get there? I mean, it's a no-brainer. You can't get there. Why? The answer is obvious, because you keep stopping. You're not focused on your destination. You keep stopping, you keep doing all these things. This is sort of like what we're doing, trying to achieve our goals. There is no ample amount of focus to those things that we want. And that is why it doesn't come to pass. And sometimes we wake up and blame God. Okay, God doesn't want us to have it. It's the will of God. Take a step back and think about it. If we're being lazy to take the kinds of steps we're supposed to take, how is God going to come down from heaven and help you do what you're supposed to do for yourself? It can't work. Okay? Let me give you an example. Let's say a person wants to become a lawyer. I mean, you can fill in the blank. Doctor, musician. I said musician because I'm a musician. Okay. Whatever. Architect, whatever. Now, let me stick with being a lawyer. Now, a person wants to be a lawyer, and the person is always spending time watching football. The person knows all documentaries about football. The person knows all the coaches. The person knows all the football players, the good ones, the bad ones, the ugly ones. He knows all of them. The person doesn't have one book on law. The person has not studied law. The person doesn't have a law teacher. The person doesn't know everything as much as he knows about football. Do you think the person will end up becoming a lawyer? The answer is no. Is there anything wrong with football, by the way? Nothing is wrong with football. I mean, no offense to football fans. I'm a football fan myself. But the point is, if all your attention is going to football instead of law, you end up becoming a footballer probably, or whatever. That's the point. Okay, so if your attention is being drained by those things that you really don't want, not that there's anything bad with them, but that is not where your focus is or should be. That's not what you want. If someone asks you, what do you want to become? And you say something, it makes sense that you should know people who are in that business too, or are in that career too. You should have a lot more knowledge about that thing more than everything else. This making sense to you? But if the opposite is the case, then you can't blame God or blame anyone else if you did not achieve that. It's your fault. And that's the point. And let me give you another example. I'm a musician. If you come to my house, you're going to see musical equipment. You see a piano, you see a microphone, you see wires at various areas of my house. Even if I didn't tell you this is what I do, you're going to ask me, hey, are you a musician? Why? Because of the things that you saw. I hear people, they say they want to do business. They've not read any one book on business. They don't know any business tycoon. They don't have any mentor. They don't have any learning. How? What are you going to think about? That's the reason why we learn. We learn to give our minds information, something to think about, something to review, something to remember, and then apply. If you don't have information, there's nothing to practice. It is the practice that creates the experience that will now give you the satisfaction, which is the emotion that you have arrived, or you have done it, or you have achieved it. So all these things are together. You get information, which is the thoughts. That's something to think about. So load yourself with information. When it's time to practice the information to create an experience, you have something to practice because you have already learned it. Does it make sense? The same way it should be for an architect, the same way it should be for a computer scientist, the same way it should be for an accountant, the same way it should be for you also who have not achieved that dream. It's still a dream. We should begin to see you being gravitated towards the area of your dreams. If you're not doing that, then don't expect anything to just metamorphose out of the sky to just bring you up and say, okay, this is it. It doesn't work that way. Your dominant thoughts are always dragging your body to it, period. So what are your thoughts like? First of all, what do you want to become? Do you even have a desire? Do you have a passion? Which is why I always advise people to follow your heart. If you love football, let's go back to the example of the football and law. If you love football, why don't you focus on that? Don't get into doing law because your parents or your friends or someone else is asking you to do that. Follow your passion. If this is your passion, then do it. Then it's easier because that is where your mind is going. No matter how someone forces you to do something you don't want to do, your mind is always going to take you somewhere. And that place your mind is taking you, that is what you're going to, end up manifesting in your life. Simple. Except you have, some very bad passions, which rarely happens anyway, but someone can have very bad passions that they are not actually supposed to be having. That if you allow them, they are going to cause problems for themselves and the society. Then that is a problem. They should be given a different orientation to change that passion to something else, which is not impossible. It's still possible. It's just by learning, teaching them something different. And then because when you learn something different and begin to practice it, then you're changing your mind and changing your body too, and into something different. Okay? So the essence of this video is keep your mind on the things that you want. If you keep your mind on the things that you want, your body naturally is going to take you to that place. There is no denying that fact. That is how it works. Your dominant thoughts are always dragging your body. So today, think about what you want. Think about where you want to go. Think about that area. Now, do things today that takes you closer to that place. So think about what you want in life. Think about what you want to achieve in life. Then give your mind the information, ample information. Think about it morning, afternoon, night. Be passionate about it. And then see how your life is going to begin to change for good. Thank you for watching. Let me know if this was helpful to you and help me share this video as well. And I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.